Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Judy English Daily, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I'm really good today, thank you. I went for a walk this morning. The air was cool and fresh. It made me feel awake. And you, Jake?
I'm okay, but I feel a little guilty today. Guilty means I feel bad about something I did or didn't do.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, last week you told me to practice speaking English for 5 minutes every day. Just 5 minutes. Very simple.
Yes, I remember. And did you do it?
I did it on Monday and Tuesday, but then on Wednesday I was tired after work, so I said I'll do it tomorrow. And on Thursday, I had to walk Max, my dog, and on Friday, I forgot, and on Saturday, I told myself, it's the weekend, I'll start again on Monday.
So you practiced 2 days out of 7.
2 days out of 7, and I had a different excuse every day, a perfect excuse every single day.
An excuse. That's actually our topic today, Jake.
It is?
Yes. Today, we're talking about excuses. An excuse is a reason you give for not doing something. E-X-C-U-S-E. Excuse.
Like when I say I can't practice because I'm tired.
Exactly like that. But here's the thing. Most excuses aren't real reasons. They're stories. Stories your brain tells you so you can stay comfortable.
Stories? My brain tells me stories?
Yes, your brain loves comfort. It doesn't like change. It doesn't like hard things. So when you need to do something difficult, like practice English, your brain says, not today. You're too tired. You're too busy. You can do it tomorrow.
That sounds exactly like my brain. It's very creative with excuses every single day.
And you're not alone. Many English learners have the same problem. They want to learn, they really do, but their excuses stop them.
So what do we do?
Today, I'm going to share 3 truths, 3 secrets, and each one will break a common excuse. After today, you'll have no more excuses.
No more excuses. I like that.
But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Judy English Daily.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start.
I'm ready. Break my excuses, Judy.
Let's talk about the first excuse, the most common one. Jake, have you ever said this? I don't have time.
Yes. I say it all the time. I don't have time to study. I don't have time to practice. I don't have time to listen to a podcast. I'm too busy.
I'm too busy. Everyone says this. But here's secret number 1. You don't need hours.
You don't need hours? What do you mean?
Many people think learning English means sitting down for 1 hour or 2 hours with a textbook, with flashcards, a big study session. And if they can't find 2 hours, they say, I don't have time, and they do nothing.
That's me. If I can't do a big study session, I just don't do anything.
But here's the truth. You don't need 2 hours. You don't even need 1 hour. 5 minutes of English every day is better than 2 hours once a month.
5 minutes? That's so short. What can I do in 5 minutes?
A lot. In 5 minutes, you can listen to 1 short English video. You can read 5 comments on social media. You can say 10 English sentences out loud. You can learn 3 new words.
3 new words in 5 minutes. That's 21 words in 1 week.
And about 90 words in 1 month. That's real progress, real improvement, and all you need is 5 minutes.
90 words, just from 5 minutes a day. I never thought about it that way.
Most people don't. They think 5 minutes is nothing. It won't help. But that's an excuse too. 5 minutes every day adds up, like drops of water in a glass. 1 drop is nothing, but many drops fill the glass.
Drops of water. I like that picture. Every 5 minutes is one drop.
Think about it this way. Imagine you want to be healthier. You want to exercise, but you say, I don't have time to go to the gym for 1 hour. So you do nothing. You sit on the sofa every day.
That sounds like me on weekends.
But what if you just walked for 5 minutes? 5 minutes around your building, 5 minutes after dinner. Would that help?
Of course. 5 minutes of walking is better than 0 minutes of walking.
Exactly. And 5 minutes of English is better than 0 minutes of English. You don't need a big block of time. You need a small moment while you wait for your coffee, while you ride the bus, while your food is in the microwave.
While my food is in the microwave. That's about 3 minutes. I can learn 2 new words while I wait for my lunch.
Now you're thinking, and here's a challenge for our listeners. Tonight, before you go to sleep, practice English for 5 minutes. Just 5. Listen to a short video, read a few sentences, say some words out loud. 5 minutes. Can you do that?
I think everyone can do that.
I think so too. No more excuses about time. You have 5 minutes. Everyone has 5 minutes.
Everyone has 5 minutes. That's true. What's the next excuse?
The second excuse is one I hear a lot. I'm too old to learn, or I'm not smart enough, or my brain can't do it.
I've heard people say that. I wish I started when I was young. Now it's too late.
And here's secret number 2. You're never too late.
Never too late? But isn't it easier to learn when you're a child?
Children learn in a different way, yes, but that doesn't mean adults can't learn. Your brain can learn new things at any age. At 20, at 40, at 60, at 80. Your brain doesn't stop learning. It just needs practice. And adults actually have some advantages. You can focus better. You can understand grammar rules. You can choose what to study. Children can't do that.
But sometimes I try to learn a new word and I forget it the next day. That makes me think my brain isn't good enough.
That's normal. Everyone forgets. Even children forget. The difference is children aren't afraid of forgetting. They try again and again and again.
They don't feel embarrassed. Embarrassed means they feel uncomfortable because of a mistake.
Exactly. Children make mistakes and they laugh. They fall down and get up. They say the wrong word and try again. Adults make mistakes and they want to hide, but the mistake is how you learn. Every time you forget a word and learn it again, your brain makes the connection stronger, like a path in the forest. The first time you walk it, it's hard to see, but every time you walk it again, it becomes clearer.
A path in the forest, so every mistake makes the path clearer?
Yes, every mistake. Every time you try, the path gets easier.
So forgetting isn't bad.
Not at all. Forgetting is part of learning. Think about cooking. When you first learned to cook, did you make perfect food every time?
No, my first pasta was terrible. It was like soup, pasta soup. My friends still talk about it.
But did you stop cooking?
No, I tried again and again. And now my pasta is okay. Not great, but okay.
See? You didn't say, I'm too old to cook, or my brain can't cook. You just tried again. You made a mistake, you learned from it, and the next time was better.
That's true. My second pasta was much better than my first one.
Learning English is the same thing. You try, you make mistakes, you try again, and slowly you get better. Not perfect, but better. And better is enough.
Slowly. I like that word. Slowly. Not fast, not perfect, just slowly getting better.
And here's something important. You're already learning English right now. You're listening to this podcast. You're understanding these words. That means your brain can learn English. It's already doing it.
You're right. I'm doing it right now. My brain is working. I can do this.
Yes, you can. Now, let's talk about the last one, the most dangerous excuse of all.
The most dangerous one? What is it?
The I'll start tomorrow.
Oh no, that's my favorite excuse.
It's everyone's favorite excuse because it feels good. It feels like a plan. I'll start tomorrow. I'll study next week. I'll practice next month. It sounds like you're going to do it, but you never do.
Because when tomorrow comes, I say tomorrow again and again and again. It's a circle, a never-ending circle.
Exactly. Tomorrow is a trap. A trap is something that catches you. T-R-A-P. Trap. Like a trap for a mouse. The mouse sees the cheese and thinks, I'll go get it. But the trap closes. Tomorrow is like that cheese. It looks good, it feels safe, but it catches you because tomorrow never really comes. Today is always today, and tomorrow is always tomorrow.
That's deep, Judy. Today is always today. I never thought about it that way.
And here's secret number 3. Start now, not tomorrow.
Start now. Right now?
Yes, not after this podcast, not after dinner, not next Monday, now. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now.
But what if I'm not ready?
Nobody is ever ready. Think about cleaning your house. Do you ever say, I'll clean the house tomorrow?
Every weekend. Every single weekend.
And what happens?
The house gets messier and messier, and then on Sunday night, I clean everything in a panic. Panic means I'm very stressed and I do everything very fast.
But what if you cleaned for just 5 minutes every day? One small thing. Wash the dishes, pick up some clothes, wipe the table.
Then the house would never get that messy. I wouldn't need the Sunday night panic.
Exactly. A little bit every day is better than a lot at the last minute. And English is the same. If you wait for tomorrow, the work gets bigger and scarier. But if you start with something small today, right now, it stays easy. It stays manageable. Manageable means you can handle it. It's not too big. It's not too scary. It's just right.
Start small. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that moment never comes.
You're absolutely right. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The perfect moment is now. Even if it's messy, even if you're tired, even if you only have 5 minutes, start.
You know what, Judy? I'm going to do it. Tonight, 5 minutes of English practice. I'll watch one short video with subtitles, just one, and I won't say tomorrow.
I'm proud of you, Jake, and I want to tell our listeners something. You don't need to change your whole life today. You just need to take one small step. One small step today is worth more than a big plan for tomorrow.
One small step. That's all it takes.
Think about what you can do right now, after this podcast. Not next week, not next month, right now. Can you listen to one more English video? Can you learn 3 new words? Can you say one sentence in English out loud?
Even one sentence is a step.
Yes, and that one step is the beginning of something great. No more excuses, just start. That's the spirit. Let's review what we learned today.
Yes, let's see what we learned.
Today we talked about excuses and 3 secrets to beat them.
Secret 1. You don't need hours. 5 minutes of English every day is enough to start.
Good. And secret 2, you're never too late. Your brain can learn at any age. Mistakes are normal. Keep trying.
And secret 3. Start now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is a trap. The best time to start is right now.
You remembered everything.
I learned a lot today, and I feel different. I feel like I don't want to make excuses anymore. I want to do the work, even if it's small, even if it's just 5 minutes.
And that feeling is the first step. When you stop making excuses and start taking action, everything changes. It doesn't matter how slow you go. It only matters that you don't stop.
Don't stop. Keep going, even on tired days, even on busy days, even on days when your brain says, not today.
Especially on those days, because those are the days that matter most.
This episode felt important. I think many of our listeners needed to hear this.
I think so too. And I want to say something to our listeners. If you've been waiting to start, if you've been telling yourself tomorrow, please hear this. You can learn English. You're not too busy, you're not too old, and you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. No more excuses.
Starting right now.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Give this episode a like.
And share it with a friend.
Now, we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, what's one small English goal you can start today? Not tomorrow, today. Maybe listen to one video. Maybe learn 3 new words. What will you do?
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.